Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, amazing viewers. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad to have you guys here. And if you're returning, then thank you so much. I am so blessed and so grateful for doing this reading for you. And yes, 2 readings in one day. I was called to do this reading. So I guess this is an important message. It is what it is that the person on your mind in which you're in separation with is wanting to communicate to you. So this message is coming directly from your person, channeled through me from their higher self. So let's take a look at what does this person want to communicate to you. All right, so we have 4 options to choose from. Option number 1, and this deck is, sorry, I thought I had the packs out. This number 1 deck is called the Black Tarot. Okay, option number 2 is the Steel Wizard Tarot. Option number 3 is the After Tarot, and then the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, my very first tarot deck. So take a look at these 4 options and sit with the energy. Now, energy could be reversed, meaning you're tapping into your own energy, which is most likely what you're wanting to communicate to your person here that you're limited to no contact with. So that could come out flipped. Okay, if that's the case, you can certainly listen to those messages, maybe get new insight from your higher self, or you could go pick another pile and see if your person's energy is in another pile. Okay, I'll put the timestamp in the description box below and in the pinned comment, and I will see you guys at your pick. Hello, pile number 1. You guys picked the Black Tarot, and we're getting into a message from the person on your mind, and this is in regards to a period of no contact, a limited contact, and what this person is wanting to communicate to you via their higher self. So I'll be channeling this person's higher self directly to you. If the energy seems flipped, it seems more like your energy and what you're wanting to communicate, then you could certainly listen to the message, or you can go check out another pile and see if the person on your mind is in that pile. All right, so we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message here for the greatest and highest good of pile number 1, and what the person on their mind is wanting to come through here to communicate to pile number 1. Thank you so much, spirits. I'm so blessed to be doing this reading. Please protect me and the viewer. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed, so thankful to be here doing your reading. Sometimes the strongest energy will pull through, and it could certainly be from someone unexpected, okay? So if you're not wanting to hear from this person that I'm tapped into, go check out another pile or another reading altogether. I cannot tell you who's going to come through here, okay? I do not control who comes through here. I'm just reading energy. In fact, when I channel directly, it's very difficult for me to even remember what it is that I'm channeling here, okay? So I know sometimes we don't like hearing from certain people who are energetically hijacking our energy. Okay, and I will be putting together a video in regards to cord cutting. So that is coming. Okay, it's still coming. So, beautiful pile 1. I do feel I'm going to pull 2 oracles as well as I get into the mood. Sorry, this process sometimes takes a bit, but it's the way I get into the zone. Spirit, clear and concise message in regards to what does pile 1's person want to communicate. So I'm going to read the tarot, I'm going to read this message, and then we're going to channel the person. Okay, so we have love. Very first card of the oracle, which is absolutely beautiful. You see the glowing heart. So lots of love I'm feeling from this pile for sure. And we have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So certainly seems like a period of separation between you and your person, in which maybe there's something that they did here to request forgiveness of, so a very strong message coming through right away. We have justice in reverse. So I'm getting that same energy I was getting from forgiveness. Okay, something unjust was done. Maybe there was an imbalance here, or they did something here that wasn't right. And we have the King of Swords. King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Sometimes in love readings, it could be a very cold energy because it's someone more mind over heart, someone who might have a challenging time tapping into heart space, who's more about logical things and sometimes disconnected from emotions, or at least very challenged in showing emotions. And we have strength here with Leo. It's all about the courage to face our fears. It's also finding balance, not being too held back, and knowing how to move forward in a balanced way, not letting our fears kind of get in the way. And we have the Seven of Spheres, which is 7 Pentacles. This is where we put in a lot of our energy and our effort towards something that has not yet manifested potentially what it is that we're trying to attain here. But it is a card of, putting towards what we want energy, that dedication in order to have our harvest. But it sometimes is an energy of feeling like giving up because we're not seeing maybe the fruits of our labor. And we have the Lovers, Gemini energy. And this is about balance, partnership, and being on the same page. Certainly all about love. Choices, decisions. And we have the Queen of Cups. So this is a very loving energy coming through here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This queen loves the deepest, shows a lot of compassion and emotion. And we have the 9 of Spheres, which is 9 Pentacles. This is the card of being sort of in our own strength, standing on our own, being independent. So let me tap into this before I go and pull what this person's wanting to say to you. Okay. I think there's a little bit of an ego still on this person. Okay, so for one, I definitely feel like this person did something to either ruin the connection or upset you, or some action that this person took that they feel responsible for, or at least they feel like they were potentially in the wrong for, because they are wanting your forgiveness and they feel like it was not a just thing to do in this connection. But I feel the ego part here is coming through as them communicating, if I allow myself to kind of confront what this is, like my coming to you, if I ask for forgiveness, or if I show that I was in the wrong, and I try to earn back your trust, or try to get you to believe me, or get us to reconcile, or get you on my good graces here and try, but you don't believe me, then you might want to still sort of disengage here from me, and you might still not want to connect with me, and you might still want your independence and freedom, and you might still want to not choose to show me compassion and love. So is this something that's worth me coming forward to communicate, to express to you this? So it's more about what can they attain here? Like, could they attain your forgiveness? Could they have you change your mind? Can they get you to emotionally give to them? Because that's what they want. But if you're not in that energy, and if you're not prepared to make that decision, then it's like, should I even bother for asking for forgiveness and making things right again? So I feel, and now this is me sort of interjecting here with spirit, the objective truth of when we apologize, when we want forgiveness, when we act in an unjust way, we should always come from a heart place of wanting to extend our deepest sorry because we're actually sorry for what we've done. Not we're only sorry for us to then, attain something. So it's like, I do feel this person is sorry for what they did here, but I feel like the big sorry is because they've lost you, is what they feel like, or at least you're not available to this person and they don't know, if you would make a decision to become available. And so for some of you guys, it seems here like this person feels as though you made a choice to be single, or made a choice to be independent from this person, or made a choice to stand in your own sort of power here and not give to this person emotionally, and not show your love here to this person. So this person wants to be saying like, hey, I love you and I'm sorry that what has happened here. Please forgive me about this. It wasn't fair. It wasn't just. And to do this is kind of like having to, like, this is the biggest challenge for someone in ego, right? Is to admit sorry. So they're really having to step into this big sort of fear of theirs. But the bigger fear is, what if I do all this, face my courage, step into my fear, have this conversation, and try with pile one, and all of a sudden pile one says, okay, thanks, but nothing's changed, or this time I cannot forgive you, or I'm not interested in your apology, or whatever it is here that's not them getting what they want. And I feel what they want is your love back. They want compassion. They want you to choose them, okay? But I also feel like there was a message coming through here and I lost it. Give me 1 second. I also feel like there is something about a greater reality here, that if you do not make the choice or accept their apology or forgive this person, it solidifies some sort of reality here for them that they cannot attain this connection. And so I feel there's a shadow part here of this person who would rather just kind of keep quiet or not to do this sort of apology thing yet, because if you are to turn them down or not accept, then it kind of solidifies that there is some sort of parting here of ways, and it's solidified, because now I feel there's still maybe an iota of hope for this person, or at least they feel like potentially you could forgive them. Potentially you could still make a choice to choose them. Potentially right now there's still an option, but once they come forward, the option sort of gets removed, because you're going to decide either way whether you want to forgive this person or whether you just kind of want to be single here and do your own thing and you don't need them. It's like an energy of, I don't need you. I don't need you anymore. I don't need this in my life. I can do this myself. I'm strong on my own. And so I think the logical mind is getting in the way here with the fear of, what if this person decides to, say no here, then it's kind of over for me, or I have to accept some sort of truth. So let's now pull what it is that this person is. And before I pull what this person is wanting, this is what they're wanting to say to you, but I'm gonna do a layer here of what they want to say to you, and then we'll pull. Sorry, I'm being confusing. I'm gonna pull the tarot, and we're gonna do another layer here. This will be what they still want to say to you, and then on top of this tarot, we'll pull the messages cards, and then I will channel what this message is directly from their person communicating to you what they want to say. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So Spirit, what does pile one's person want to communicate to pile one? What do they want to say? Thank you so much for this message, Spirit. for the greatest and highest good of pile 1 and this connection. Please help me to channel whatever this messaging is. What does their person, the person on their mind, want to say to pile 1 in this period of no contact, limited contact? No, that one's not wanting to come out. Alrighty. Spirit said to leave that there. That one glided. Kind of strange. Okay. I'll leave that there. Wow. Now we're getting a little bit more. Page of Swords. I think your person is, certainly could be an air sign here, but definitely seems to be more mind over heart here with this Page of Swords. Pages are all about communication. Okay, and pages could be sort of still an immature sort of energy here, but what do we have at the bottom of the deck? We have the Queen of Wands. There's you. Okay, Queen of Wands, the most confident queen in the tarot. Your person is seeing you as somebody who is independent with the 9 Pentacles, single, in your power, standing in your glory. Okay, this is how they see you. And so to approach a Queen of Wands, unless you're a King of Wands, you're probably going to have a very, very difficult time engaging or getting this person's attention, especially if your person is feeling sort of like this Page Swords here. And you know, and a King of Swords is way too dry and boring for a Queen of Wands. Okay, is kind of what energetically I'm picking up here. So let's see. Under that, we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. And this is, you know, the most sort of solid king, but probably the most boring king of all the kings here in some way, but there is sort of a steady, consistent solidness about the King of Pentacles. And what's under this? The High Priestess, Pisces energy. It's all about an inner knowing or intuition. Okay, so let's reveal these cards and see what we get. We have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is in reverse. And we have 4 cups. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the 8 Wands. Communication, communication, although it is in reverse. Communication. Feeling left out in the cold. Feeling like this is the breakup card. Okay, this is like the crybaby card because we're focused on it, whatever didn't happen. And we're like really sort of focused on negative sort of energy, like this happened and that happened, and we're not able to sort of embrace what's in front of us, which could be a blessing here. And so we sit in this wallowing sort of energy. Page of Pentacles in reverse, more page energy. Pages, like I said, is also communication. And the Page of Pentacles is a very immature energy that is the opposite of a King of Pentacles when it's in reverse here. Okay, it's kind of a very, I don't know, like an energy you can't depend on here with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Can't depend on this Page of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the 7 of Wands, standing, fighting for our sort of beliefs and fighting for our position, maintaining our territory here. Defensive energy, fighting for something. And the Empress. Okay, Empress is divine feminine energy. And this is all about unconditional love and abundance. And here she is pregnant. Okay, so mother energy coming through here. The fact that we saw the Queen of Cups, the Empress, and the Queen of Wands is the energy in which this person sees you in. Okay, very attractive, full of sort of power and empowered, compassionate with the Queen of Cups, lots of love. And the Queen of Cups and the Empress is the most love in the tarot here. Okay, unconditional love. So they see you as this source of unconditional love, who is now sort of in this energy of Queen of Wands. Okay, and you might certainly be really striving for something here that's more solid here with this King of Pentacles. And so I see what's going on here. I feel like this person was incapable to be relied on, or some immature energy here that wasn't solid, or you couldn't rely on, that isn't consistent, or building some sort of long-term vision here. I feel there's an immature energy here, okay? And Ace of Swords is about communicating a truth, and when it's in the reverse, it's like we might not be seeing a full truth here. And the only way we could not be in touch with the full truth and be sort of clouded is when our energy is in low vibe, like a 4 Cups and a 5 Pentacles, you know, when we're in low vibe, which is, I can't believe this sort of happened. I'm kind of shut out. I'm feeling left out in the cold. Like, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not really wanting anything here except for what it is that I'm kind of fixated on. And so I'm a little disgruntled, a little despondent, a little unhappy, a little bored. And so there's this curiosity here with this Page of Swords, is like, is it possible I can have a communication and make a breakthrough here and move forward, you know, despite my energy of being this unreliable sort of energy here that hasn't proven itself, hasn't been able to prove itself. And do I fight for this? Again, that 7 Pentacles was coming through. It's like, can I fight for this, you know? Do I have a standing sort of argument still for this sort of argument here? So I feel the same energy coming through, okay? It's coming a little bit different than it did with the first layer, although it's the same essence. The energy here is still this egoic thing of wanting to apologize, but, and it comes with this but, how can I still, you know, explain myself here in a way and still sort of explain myself in a way that's going to still support that action that I did for a reason, or, you know, so I could still say sorry, but say, but I'm sorry, but I kind of am like this, or this is part of how I am, or there's a reason why I was unable to show up, or why I acted immature, or why you couldn't rely on me because of these reasons. And, you know, and so we're still not seeing a truth here, which is when we apologize, it's not apologizing so we can attain the other person, which I'm sure you understand. The apology should come because we feel genuinely bad for our action, and we see this, and then we apologize regardless of the outcome. But this energy is giving me, I'm thinking about beautiful pile number 1 and all the love and unconditional love and giving, and what pile 1 wanted, which I feel is something stable they could rely on. They can go and manifest this for the long term for themselves. Intuitively, they know this. I know this. We all know this. But if I come out on the surface with a communication defending in some way, then I might not look or appear as bad, or there might be a reason why I did this. And so they're more likely to forgive me because they will show compassion, because pile 1 is very compassionate with the Queen of Cups and this Empress. So if they understand where I was coming from, they'll show me compassion, and then I'll get my my Empress back, essentially. Okay, so that's the type of energy I'm getting from this person. So intentions, not very good, but I don't think the intention here is so I can go and hurt them again. Although I feel like if they could defend this attitude or this way of being, it becomes something that they feel they can pull off here. There's an excuse. And with the Empress, she is going to put a boundary here. You know, she's going to put a boundary and be defensive. And so I feel like they fear you'll be defensive and stand in your position, you know, which is a boundary saying, no, you are unreliable. I can't trust you anymore. And so that's their fear here, is that you're not going to trust them anymore. Spirit, what does pile 1's person wants to communicate to pile 1? Right here, right now. What do they want to communicate to pile 1? Thank you so much for this message, Spirit. more. And this is definitely going to all tip over. And then I'm going to have an anxiety fit. So we don't want to see that. Maybe we do. Okay, and so some of these as well. I haven't used these in a minute, and I've made these, I don't know, like 3 years ago. Okay, lots coming through. So we'll put these aside for now, and let's reveal these messages. I'm better with my mind than my heart. One of the very first things we said here with the King Swords, right? So this is a logical person here, and although we saw love as the first thing, so when a King Swords is in love and feeling strong emotions, that's when the Strength card comes through, right? Because now we need to face something here and show courage in our emotions. We need to understand that we're allowed to feel with our heart, but a King of Swords needs control, and so that Strength card was coming through as a holding back, holding feelings and going into the mind and trying to make logical sense rather than allowing the love to just flow and be like, I feel your love, I feel your compassion, I'm sorry I hurt you, and I'm sorry things were unjust because of an action that I took. So I'm still not seeing some truth in my action here. Please give me a second chance. And you guys saw me shuffle. Okay, that's the energy coming through. This person crapped the bed here, okay? The way I have treated you was wrong. Yes, we know. Water under the bridge. And so see, oh my God, this person. It's like this energy that I was, sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but fuck, this person. It's like if I'm going to apologize to you and then I start to defend my action and be like, yeah, so, you know, this is kind of water under the bridge. You forgive me, and it's just something that kind of happened. It's like I'm sweeping under the rug my action, and so it diminishes the apology. It's like them wanting you to just sort of, oh, okay, oh, I understand. Yeah, that was just kind of the way that you are here. Okay, that's fine. We're okay. We're good now. And so because they know intuitively here that that's not you, because this is you. Look, she's on fire. She's going to rip-roar right through whatever he says here. And that's his fear. Intuitively, he knows. She's in this rip-roar energy. So this is why this person's not come forward yet, okay? Although this is what they're wanting to tell you is, I'm sorry, give me a chance. This is why it happened. I feel really sort of in the cold here, you know, but it's like, well, why are you in the cold then, Mr. King of Swords? It's because of what it was that you did here. What you did here. I can't stand the thought of you with someone else. Again, this is the needing you back in some way because you in this power is like something that a King Swords cannot control, right? So if you're removed from them, if you're that 9 Pentacles, which is independent, single, available to move on, this person seems to want to have you for themselves, which is a wrong reason here. This isn't real sort of love-based. We saw love, so I mean, it's how this person loves, but it certainly isn't from an unconditional loving heart place that puts the person we love above our own sort of ego, okay? But the ego doesn't know this, and this is why this Ace of Swords, again, is in reverse, okay? This is all about authenticity, seeing clear, honest truths. This person is still sort of in some sort of not seeing. I feel empty without you. Yes, this person does certainly feel empty without you. We'll see these in a little bit. I'm going to channel this person. Okay, and we're going to see what comes through here. Now, just give me a moment to tap into this energy. I do. I need my wand. Okay. So I was thinking of communicating with you, and I really want to, because I feel like nothing really goes right without you here by my side. It feels really not fulfilling, and I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like you kind of shut me out, and I feel shut out, but I understand it's because of what I did, and I understand what I did and how this impacted you in a negative way. I really want you just to sort of forgive me, and I want to come forward and just, I don't even really want to have to go through the process of saying I'm sorry and go through the process of having to explain why I did what I did and all of that, because it just is a place that's really difficult for me to go to. I wish you could just sort of understand how much I'm sorry that I did this, and just sort of forgive me here so we can try over again and I can really be there for you in a different way, because I feel you really want someone here who could show you different than what I was able to show you. But I feel I cannot show you this unless you give me another chance. And so I just feel like you're pulling away from me more and more here if I don't take action. And so I'm really contemplating coming forward to communicate to you, but I feel like if I start to tell you I'm sorry and then I have to get into why I did what I did, like, I don't know that I can sort of trick you into siding with the reasoning here. And so I'll feel like I'm defending myself in a way that's not really making any sense. It doesn't really support my actions. And so if I can't do that, my mind just tells me to wait a bit until you're either cooled off, or I could come in and it's not as impactful, my actions, and you can maybe forgive me if I just tell you that, I felt bad and I did feel bad, and let's just move on from this, because I want you to love me and I want to feel you connect with me again, because I felt you were very loving and kind and accepting of me, and now I see you just sort of doing your own thing and really standing in your power here, and I let you down. I wasn't capable of bringing to you what you wanted and what you thought I could be or what you thought this was, and I just kind of sit here and ruminate about what I could have done different, what could be different between us. And I feel like you just shut me out and I'm not getting a chance here to right this wrong. And like, I understand what I did wasn't right, but I still feel like you should forgive me, because if you love me, you'd forgive me. And so I don't necessarily want to beg, but I want you to give me a second chance, because if I beg, it shows that I'm like weak in some way, and if I have to get into my emotions so much, it makes me feel very uncomfortable, because I can only sort of more explain things than I can connect to my feelings and explain to you how I felt and how I'm feeling. So I could talk about sort of what's happened here, but it's uncomfortable for me because it taps into a certain part of my feelings that I'm not very comfortable in. And I know that you might go there, so I'm kind of hesitant on even coming forward with this until I understand how to explain my actions. So logically, I'm trying to figure out like what's the best way for me to explain my actions to you so that you can see it and forgive me and let me back in here. Because I don't want to go on like this, and I really don't want to be apart from you, and I just want you to forgive me. How much do I need to say I'm sorry before we could just kind of go back to the energy you were in here? I love sharing music with you. I have low self-worth right now. One day I'd like to marry you. That could be this King of Pentacles. You are my twin flame. I am trying to figure things out. I just want to pleasure you. So, pile number 1. I have a feeling that this person is not sure how to put their feelings in place. And they're trying to turn feelings into thought. I'm trying to figure things out. And so I do feel this person has a genuine desire to be with you and with marry you, and this being the, you know, the mother card, the mother of their child, or someone in their life that is their divine empress, their divine counterpart. And here is the father card, okay? Someone that they could commit to. And with twin flame, this person feels a very deep soul bond here with you. I feel like this person also comes through with their egoic self here with I just want to pleasure you, which I feel this person is, again, seeing you as this Queen of Wands, like very attracted to you, missing that fire energy of you and the attention you potentially gave to this person. And so I feel like with this, I have low self-worth. This is 4 cups. It's like if this Empress and that Queen of Cups is removed from a King of Swords, okay, King of Swords generally is the type of person that sometimes has a big head. And so the Empress gives a lot of love and validates, you know, and when the Queen of Cups and the Empress is removed from this King of Swords' life, they feel like they don't have any self-worth. They're not propped up here by your encouragement and your compassion. Okay, and so there is a connection here with music with this person. Confirmation for some of you guys. And it's interesting because I don't generally pull music cards, and I did for this reading. So we're going to look at some music to close this off, and you could certainly go look at the lyrics of these songs in depth, okay, and see what is coming through musically. So this certainly is a fit for this pile before we move on to pile number 2. So Spirit, what song is pile number 1 coming through energetically here? Pile 1's person coming through energetically here for pile 1 in this connection. What song is coming through energetically? I'm feeling this one. And I am feeling one from here as well. Feeling this one as well. Interesting. Okay, 3 songs. And Spirit saying one more of these. 4 songs. Wow, this person really does love sharing music with you. 4 songs, you guys. Crazy. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This person doesn't stop. Okie dokie. We have 5 songs from this person. You ready? So we have Mario Winans with I Don't Want to Know. I don't want to know if you're playing me. Keep it on the low because my heart can't take it anymore. And if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh, baby. I don't want to know. Oh, baby. I think about it when I hold you. When looking in your eyes, I can't believe. I don't need to know the truth, baby. Keep it to yourself. So I can't stand the thought of you with someone else. This energy of Queen of Wands is definitely the type of queen that men are really attracted to. Okay, so I feel this person feels as though them apart from you could potentially get you involved in another connection here. And this person does not want to see you go be with someone else, okay? Very clear here. Lover, Taylor Swift. My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you. So you can go check out the lyrics to that song. Mario, let me love you. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show me the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me love you. Love you, love you. And Lady Gaga with Alejandro. I don't know that we are young. Sorry, I know that we are young. Maybe that was a Freudian slip. I know that we are young, and I know that you may love me, but I just can't be with you like this anymore. Alejandro, she's got both hands in her pockets, and she won't look at you. She won't look at you. She hides true love. Ansi bolsillo. She got a halo around her finger, around you. Interesting. So we got a pulled away energy here. You send me, Sam Cooke. At first I thought it was infatuation, but oh, it's lasted so long. Now I find myself wanting to marry you and take you home. So second time we're talking about marriage here, and I mean marriage could certainly be a higher level of commitment here with the King of Pentacles. And I feel like this person was not there with this reverse page of pentacles. Okay, reverse page of pentacles is not committed, is not reliable, is not solid, is definitely not in this marriage type energy. And so I feel like potentially this person is having sort of a change of energy here, especially, again, feeling you could be potentially back out on the market. So I feel like you guys might have been apart for some time, especially if they're concerned with you sort of moving on without them, right? But this shouldn't be the reason why they're wanting you to sort of come back to them or why they're wanting to apologize. But I do feel as though this person is sorry, you know, they are feeling bad for what they did here and coming into some sort of realization. But this is what I have here. Pile number 1, your person does feel bad. They feel empty. They're 4 cups and they understand they did something wrong. So I will see you at the next one. Bye. Hello, hello. Beautiful. Pile number 2, you guys picked the Steel Wizards Tarot. I don't use this tarot very often, but I certainly felt called to use this one for pile number 2. Sorry if I sound a little nasally because I can't stop sneezing. So we're looking at the person on your mind, the person you're in no contact with or limited contact. And what does this person want to communicate to you? Because they certainly want to communicate something to you. And I'll be channeling this person directly, although we'll pull tarot and look at the circumstances, what it is they want to say, and do a deeper dive into that. And then I will channel their message directly. So let's ask Spirit for a clear and concise message here for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 2 and the person on their mind and the person they are in no contact with and separation with, and what this person is wanting to communicate to pile number 2 right here, right now. Wow, this was a failed shuffle. Pile number 2, if you feel you've tapped into your own energy, then you could certainly listen to the messaging, or you can go check out another pile to see if your person is in there, because sometimes our own energy pulls through, and sometimes the strongest energy pulls through, which is someone we don't really necessarily want to hear from. Okay, and if that's the case, you don't have to listen. You can go check out another pile if you don't want to hear from this person, okay? But my intention is the person on your mind, the person you're in no contact with. And I feel like with the fumbling of these cards, there's been a lot of fumbling going on here in this connection. Or a lot of nervousness here, okay? Like a lot of nervousness. I'm feeling nerves. Although I'm not bound to any nerves. So let's take a look, this person, and what it is that they're feeling. Spirit, please protect me and the viewer for the greatest and highest good of this reading. And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed and so grateful to be here. Thank you so much. So we have soul twins with the number 25, and under that we have 5 pentacles. So this deck, like I said, I don't generally use it, and there's like 26 major arcanas, and soul twins is one of them. Okay, and I don't feel we need to read from the book so much yet, but I don't know, for those of you guys who prefer, which I don't think there's many of you guys that prefer, but there could be one of you guys that would rather hear from the person who put this together. So the guidelines is what I read, which is fairly short because it encompasses this energy. It says, only by embracing the darkness do you honor the light of spirit. All aspects of being are honored as an integral part of the whole at this joining. Therefore, when any deny part of ourselves, we deny our wholeness. To truly embrace the light of spirit, we must also embrace the darkness cast by the light. Deny yourself nothing. Take the final step in becoming whole by embracing all sides of your nature. You transcend duality and emerge as a spiritual being having a human experience. So what's interesting is that was all the messaging that came through my earlier videos. The essence of it. We are the divine creator. We are whole. We are oneness. We are not separate. There is no duality. So if we feel separated from the one we love, it is all a mental thought that happens in our mind. And so when we understand that we are connected, we are always connected, okay, to our soul mate or soul twin, then we know that there is a oneness there, despite whether there's a physical contact or not. Okay, so generally with the twin flame, is a lot different than a soulmate energy, and I don't want to get into the difference of the two, but if you resonate with a soul tie to this person, then this is coming through as a recognition here from your person. But with the Five Pentacles, it's this person feeling very, very separated from you. Okay, so this is like, this is an energy of feeling separate rather than knowing that the soul is connected, you know, on a heart level here. We're all one. And so they feel left out in the cold. Let's take a look and see what this energy is about. So we have the 9 Wands. Okay, this could be a defensive energy. It's the wounded warrior. It's protecting ourselves and sort of taking a period to contemplate whether we want to fight or we want to retreat. And I feel in this one, this person's prepared to fight because she is holding on to this Ace of Wands, which is inspired action, wanting to take action here. And I feel what's isolated here is the 8 Wands, which is all about communication and forward movement. So I feel like this person is, I feel like this person's about to take action is what I feel like in regards to communication. And it could be that they just really don't want to feel like this. Like, look at this 5 Pentacles, okay? And what's interesting is this 5 Pentacles, it looks almost like the Hermit. And so I feel like this person has been sitting with themselves, contemplating, really going inwards, I feel here, and feeling very bad about something here, okay? Which, I mean, bad that they're separated for sure, but we don't see exactly the depth of what it was that their realizations are, aside from them wanting to take action here and communicate something. So High Priestess, Pisces energy. This is an intuitive knowing, an intuitive understanding. And we have 6 Pentacles. This is the card about balance and giving and receiving in a balanced way. Sometimes we receive and sometimes we give, and we give in order to just give. We don't have any expectation. And when we are in need, we receive, and sometimes we cannot give back, okay? But it's equal reciprocity and it's very balanced. And I feel here, I'm seeing the 5 Pentacles again, standing out. And I see the 1. So I'm getting an energy here of this person feeling very left out in the cold, feeling very down and out because of this separation here, and wanting to manifest something new with this Ace Pentacles, a new beginning in something. And this would start with a communication and inspired action. So I feel like this person is contemplating or understanding that they have to come forward and make an offer here. Okay, an offer of something, a peace offering. I'm feeling divine feminine energy, but we'll see. Evolution, look at that in reverse. So back to the book. And this major arcana, I believe 26 might be the last card here. No, there's 27, which is I am. Wow, that's a beautiful card. Okay, so 26, evolution. Reversed. Doubting the integrity of the universe has you questioning your place in the grand scheme of all that is. In essence, you are swimming upstream and resisting divine creation. The path you are on is fought with blocks, false trails, and hidden pitfalls. Seek and ask the right questions to continue your quest. Staying on this road will leave you searching for answers when the questions are not yet clarified. Humor, compassion, and detachment are needed. Don't forget to pack your rubber nose. So this person really was sitting as a hermit. Okay, hermit is Virgo energy coming through. Something they were really sitting in contemplation with here, I feel. And feeling really disconnected here, okay? And I feel like they're wanting to take action here on how they're feeling very low. And they're not... They're coming into some sort of... understanding, I feel here in this connection, a deeper understanding in this connection, that is making them see something differently than they have in the past, that is making them want to take action on now. However, I feel like this person still is not in an energy here that understands that they are forever connected here, you know, spiritually to you. They might feel very separated and come to some greater truth here, which I still don't see what this greater truth is. It's just an understanding of something because they sat long enough here contemplating and saying, from this contemplation, from what I've been able to pull from myself, I need to take action. I need to communicate with pile number 2. I want to offer pile 2 a peace offering here, or start over, because intuitively I feel like this is the right thing to do. Now, Hermit, I was feeling very strong Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Okay, this is all about doing the inner work, and the Hermit goes on its quest up the mountaintop and learns what it learns, and then comes back down the mountain all full of wisdom to share with everyone what it was that he learned. Okay, and so I feel like there is an understanding this person has now that they want to come forward with. Yeah, that's this Pentacle. So something's touched their awareness here. Something has touched their awareness here different than how it has in the past. That's making them want to come forward in a different way. Although I still feel, like I said, unless we do all the work, and I mean, there's always work to be done, but all the work when it comes to how we connect with others and see that how another acts in a relationship to us has nothing to do with self, and then we would continue to feel sort of out in the cold every time we're sort of separated, right? So we need to sort of find the strength from within ourselves, and when we choose to be with someone, it needs to be an active sort of choice, and not out of a codependency sort of choice, okay? Let's see. 8 Wands, which I was feeling from this. Okay, so confirming what I was saying. Generally, if I talk about it and it reveals, it's like confirming exactly as it was coming through. So this person wants to communicate. This person wants to move forward. Okay, and I feel like with the Crow here, that's all about death. Something's ended between you and this person, or there's a period of how they thought or what this connection was at some point that's over and can never kind of be the same. I feel like something's shifted because of this person's experience. So it could very well be this separation with you has provided them with insight that they never sort of saw before, or given them an opportunity to have some sort of new insight. And so this is making them want to act and making them want to come forward with showing how this new insight's going to impact a change here. But I still, with this evolution in reverse, I'm not quite convinced here that, you know, this person is, I'm going to pull a clarifier, that this person is, I want to keep the 5 Pentacles there. Let's see, why is this evolution in reverse here, spirits? Five of Cups, Queen of Wands. This person feels like shit. They're looking back on a situation here, and they're seeing you as this Queen of Wands. Wow, this must be the readings of the Queens of Wands. Divine Feminine getting empowered, standing in her power. Seeing you as someone here who can get whatever it is that you want. And feeling like they blew it. They did something here to spill the milk between you and them. And I feel for some of you guys, this person might have chose a third party or something else that they prioritized over this connection at the expense of this connection being ruined. And you, standing in your power, pulled away or not talking to this person, or now there's a separation, a no contact. And so here's your energy. Beautiful, standing strong. Nothing to be sad about. And here's your person's energy here. Feeling like crap. I spilt the milk here. I didn't choose. And what's left here, I don't really care about what it was that I chose or decided. It still remains something here. But what did I do here? How can I repair this? And so I feel this is the hermits going in and saying, I understand that I spoke this. I understand that maybe my choice here was on things that didn't matter. And I want to offer to you this understanding that I know what I did here was destructive to us. And so I need you to understand this, and I want to take action in communicating this with you, because I intuitively knew that whatever it was that I chose or did was devastating to this connection. And so I feel bad about this. So this person wants to communicate it. It ended something between you and this person. This made them feel like this, okay? And so I feel like this person feels very, very connected to your energy. But there's an understanding that they're needing to have here, that they are connected to you, whether they're in physical contact or not. And I feel like this person feels very out in the cold and shut out from themselves. I feel this person is in a real low sort of self-esteem here. And I think for some of you guys, this person might be, I don't know, like their distraction here might be partying, drinking, might be something here that I feel was insignificant, you know. And if it was a third party here, it's something that they're looking back on hindsight, that was something that they weren't wanting to prioritize over this connection between you and them. So let's pull a deeper layer, and then from that layer, we'll read what the cards say, and I'll channel directly as your person and what it is that they're wanting to communicate to you. Okay, and we'll pull some message cards as well. Oh, I didn't pull any oracles, so we'll have to do that as well. So, Spirit, pile number 2's person. And what is it that pile number 2's person is wanting to communicate to pile 2 in this period of no contact or limited contact right here, right now? 2 Pentacles in reverse. To pile number 2. Please help me to channel this message, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2 and this connection. What it is they're needing to hear in regards to what this person is wanting to say to them. Now, this message comes through as your person's sort of higher self. 6 swords and another card there. And we have 9 swords. Yes, that is the energy that they were sitting in. 5 pentacles, 5 cups, lots of anxiety. What have I done? Comfort in reverse. Acceptance in reverse. Okay. 2 pentacles in reverse. Truth. 24. 6 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. That's what this is giving me. 3 Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is the collaboration card. Needing to be in an energy to show up, to be available to collaborate. And in reverse, we're not really available here. And we couldn't prioritize. We didn't have success. We feel like crap about it. 3 of Wands in reverse. Therefore, things didn't move forward. We couldn't expand. Couldn't have growth in this connection. Things might have ended abruptly, or plans just fell apart. Now I want to move out of this energy. I want to have movement into calmer waters. There's a truth I understand here with the Hermit, a deeper understanding with the High Priestess that I have. 10 Cups, that there was a lot of potential and I could find ultimate happiness here with you, that I totally screwed up. What have I done? What have I done, pile number 2? I completely screwed up. I shot myself in the foot. I let my ego get the best of me. I couldn't prioritize you. I made the wrong choice. I can't live with this decision. The decision that I couldn't choose you, and full well knowing that we can have a 10 Cups. And I didn't make myself available when you were willing to work with me. So, what does this person want to say to you? I was already slowly channeling this person, but let me pull these message cards and then we'll get into channeling directly what this person is going to be saying to you. Yikes. We have, I can't stand the thought of you with someone else. This is interesting because this came out for pile number 1, and why I find it interesting is because when we see Queen of Wands, it's our person seeing us as someone very, very attractive who can pretty much jump into any relationship or have any relationship here. You know, and this person fears losing you to someone else, someone who could be capable of showing up here, especially if they feel they could have a 10 cups with you, which is the ultimate relationship. I wish I could be fully honest with you. And I feel the honesty here is them wanting to explain to you this reason for choosing this, I don't know, other option. I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. That's that hermit work that we did. You know, realizing there's something more here to ourselves. Karmic connection, moving from the patterns. So for a lot of you guys, like I said, if you were resonating with that 5 cups and I was seeing 3 cups in the window, that's that third party. Okay, the karmic connection, which this person was in pattern with, needing to make wise decisions, needing to prioritize this connection, and potentially had some karmic thing to wrap up with their partner, okay, with the third party here. But I feel like there's definitely an understanding of breaking free from their pattern, which is an inability to choose wisely. I look for you everywhere. I am undecided at this time. So let me tap into this energy. Okay, and I will channel this as your person. The only thing running through my mind constantly, day and night, is conversations I keep replaying in my mind. And what I did was completely just screw up. I screwed up bad. And I keep replaying what you said and what I said to you and what you believed. And I don't know, like our conversations are just running through my mind constantly. And it's like I could have done this and I should have did that. And I was supposed to do this, and instead I did that, and I feel like I just couldn't make the right choice when it mattered here, and I see this truth now that I've sat with it, that I really screwed up, and I let my old self and patterns get in the way here, and let me choose something here that wasn't as important to me as my long-term happiness that I could see us having, and I want to move out of this energy that I'm in. You know, but everything kind of fell apart because I wasn't there. I wasn't available. And I mean, you can't build on your own. You can just move forward now without me. And I feel like you're going to leave me behind here and move on and be with someone else or start your life without me. And it's like, I don't want to do that to you anymore. I don't even know why I did it in the first place here. And I feel like I can't sit in this energy, like I can't sleep, and I can't even really concentrate on anything because I'm just keep replaying our conversations and repeating and replaying in my mind, and it makes me feel like shit, but it makes me see myself, you know, I'm actually looking at myself and what it was that I chose and did, and it's hard for me to accept that that was the decision I made and made you have to go through what you went through and how things fell apart. And it's like right now, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at all. Like, how can I make this better? There's nothing I feel I could say to make it better. There's nothing you're going to accept here. So it's like, I don't know what to do. Everything I do, I kind of keep coming back to this, and I see you in everywhere I look, and everything I do, and the future vision of us together keeps replaying in my mind and how I screwed it up. How it just didn't work because I didn't choose this connection. I couldn't be there for you, and I just feel like you deserved so much more than what I gave you and what happened. I'm like, how can I tell you that I wanted to choose that, and how can I lie to you and say I didn't want to, and because no one forced me. So I have to be honest with you that it was me that chose that, but something inside me just isn't sitting right, and I can't accept that that part of me would choose something so meaningless to me in comparison to what we shared and what we had. And so I don't know if I was just acting out of pattern or shadow or an old self. And so the longer we're apart and the more I reflect and come to this understanding, I just feel like so separate from you that I need to take action, but I really don't know if now's the right time, especially because how can I be very honest about all of this when is it just going to blow up? Are you just going to not want to hear it? And I'll be devastated. I don't know what I'll do here if you're just going to move on from me. So I'm not sure if, like, should I just wait for you to kind of come to me? Should I wait for you to just sort of show some compassion, and then we can start to move forward towards what we ideally want together? I feel like that would mean that you want something more with me and you would trust me, but if I come to you, it's like, how can I give you a full truth here when I don't even know that I can accept it, that was even fully me and making that decision, and how I hurt you? It's just absolutely devastating to me. But I know if I wait here, you'll be gone or you'll move on with yourself, and I don't want you to leave me behind. I could see us together for a future here. I could see us building something. I can see our love being very strong for one another. But right now, all that I keep replaying is like that's a possibility that I totally screwed up and that I didn't choose. And that now it just seems it's removed from me. And I don't want to accept that. And so if I come forward with something, it's like, how will you believe that I've even changed when I still don't know that I'm anyone different than I was? How do I know that I've broke free of any of my karmas and any of my past actions of how I didn't know how to prioritize or choose? And what if that resurfaces? I don't know how to explain that. I don't know that I've done all that work that I need to do to confidently tell you that I'm completely healed here and that everything will run smooth. So if you ask me for a complete truth, and I gotta be honest with you, it's like, what can I tell you that I've done that's going to be different, or that I won't make the same mistake again, other than I just sat here and missed you and went crazy without you and was stuck in my mind and feeling all these anxious thoughts and thinking about our future and how I screwed up. I don't know how to explain the rest. Pile number 2, I feel a desperation coming from your person. And so now I feel like with that evolution in the reverse, like I said, something was sort of missing-ish. It's like, no matter our intention of really, really sort of being in anxiety and wanting to get together, it's like, okay, but have they resolved why they were incapable of prioritizing you and showing up for you? And I don't know that this person did this, because how did they break their patterns? Have they broke their patterns? There needs to be a full understanding here of why. And I felt a whole lot of, I'm not sure where that came about. And so it's kind of shifting accountability towards, maybe I have ego here that still needs to be addressed, and that I still have shadow here that's still hidden and lurking here, that makes me choose insignificant things or not choose the best outcome for myself for whatever reason. And I still don't know those answers, but I'm really focused on this connection coming together because I don't want you moving on, and I'm very, very anxious. King of Swords. Yes, I'm in my mind about it. You know, it's almost like this person can't think logically. Their thinking is illogical to the point of stress and what could go wrong. That the hermit work, it was about them contemplating, okay, I missed out and I could have had a future here with pile number 2, but I made a wrong choice. But I feel it goes deeper. It's like, you know, they looked at their action and I feel they see what they chose wasn't in line with the truth. But deeper than that, it's like, well, then what is the truth and why did we not prioritize? Why did we make some foolish decision here? Why did we not have success here? You know, and instead of digging in deep here, now we're just stuck in this anxious thought because pile 2 is getting away from me. So I gotta know how to act here. Okay, but I feel like they don't know if they should come forward or not. And I feel like they were feeling kind of like, you know, like, should I wait for pile 2 to come to me so that I know it's okay? So we're going to pull some song cards. Okay, and this is going to be lyrically sort of the energy here that your person is communicating to you. So you can go look up the lyrics of these songs. And we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for pile 2 and what their person's wanting to communicate to pile 2 here lyrically. And pull one of these song cards as well. One fell in my lap. Actually, feeling this one as well. Okay. So, what's going on here? We have Jagged Edge artist. The song Walked Out of Heaven. I'm rolling down a lonely highway asking God to please forgive me for messing up the blessing that he gave to me. I see everything clearer now. That's the Hermit. The night's as black as it's ever been. Without my girl, I'm a lose it, and I pray that he just sheds his grace on me. Holy, that's definitely the energy I was feeling here, okay? There's this desperation here of screwing up a blessing. Like, things just fell short. They just couldn't maintain this blessing. Human by Rag and Bone. So I don't know what the lyrics are here. In fact, I'm not even sure I'm familiar with this song, but go listen to that. And we have Because You Loved Me by Celine Dion. You've been my inspiration. Through the lies, you were the truth. My world is a better place because of you. Oh my goodness. So, I don't know. Pile number 2, I feel there's more work for this person to do. Like, if they didn't choose you and they chose someone else or something else, it's like, why did they choose this? What work do they need to do? But they feel very inspired by this connection, specifically the support you gave them and seeing a better future here for them. This is an all happy future. Emotionally, everything we could possibly want. Okay, and I do feel they're just really stuck in this mental loop. So, pile number 2. And this is what I have for you, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, my gorgeous angels. You guys picked the After Tarot. And we're looking at the person on your mind and what it is that this person is wanting to communicate with you now that you're in a period of no contact with this person or limited contact. Okay, so I will be channeling this person directly after we sort of take a look at what's kind of going on here in this connection. So I'll pull the tarot, a couple of oracle cards, and then we'll take a deeper dive, and then we'll channel your person and end with a couple of lyrics to songs here connecting to this connection. So Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 3. Sorry if I called you pile 2. I don't think I did. Pile 3, and what is pile 3's person wanting to communicate to pile 3 right here, right now? What are they wanting to say in this period of no contact, limited contact? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3 and this connection. Now, pile 3, you could tap into your own energy, meaning this is what you want to say to your person. If that's the case, you can certainly listen because it's coming from high self, okay? Might get some inspiration or some guidance, but if you don't want to hear your own feelings or what it is you want to say, then go check out another pile. Your person could be there, but usually the piles come through for the people needing to hear the message the most right here, right now. And sometimes the person we do not want to hear from pulls through because energetically they are very strong in our energy field, and I cannot help who comes through here. Okay, but my intention is the person on your mind. So that's what we're asking, Spirit, the person on your mind, person you're in no contact with or limited contact, and what they're wanting to communicate to you. Page of Pentacles. And under that, we have the Queen of Wands. This is the readings of the Queen of Wands. I swear to you not, okay? I swear to you not. I kid you not. I swear to you. Queen of Wands coming through every pile. So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This Queen of Wands is very, very confident. It's an empowered divine feminine energy. Now, it doesn't, you don't have to be necessarily relating or resonating as a divine feminine sort of, or sorry, born female. But the energy of the divine feminine is pulling through here. Someone who is confident. Someone who is no longer sort of in an energy of doing what others want, because the Queen of Wands does what she wants. And she manifests what she wants. And she knows her self-worth. And she wants nothing except for appreciation. And to be respected. And to be shown appreciation in her value, her self-worth. So we have the Page here, right by this Queen of Wands. And when we sit in Page energy, it's kind of an immature energy, okay, because pages aren't even knights, and so there's an uncertainty and a sort of an immature sort of energy pulling through with this Page. But I feel nonetheless, your person here that I'm pulling through as the Page is wanting to come forward with some sort of offer. Okay, and I mean, it's a it just feels so insignificant here, what they're wanting to offer here. Because here you are, this Queen of Wands, as they see you energetically, and this person, I feel, is either really, really lacking confidence or maybe sending out a breadcrumb. I don't know yet. Hang on, I need to open the door, okay? I'm really hot. Give me a second. Okay, I might need to close it if it starts getting loud out there. But yeah, I don't know if it might feel like a breadcrumb. It might feel not weighted enough for the situation here, for what you're expecting or what you deserve, is kind of what I feel. Okay, I don't know necessarily if you're expecting so much as you deserve something, and here's this person just scrounging up something here. Okay, I don't know. Let's see, what am I feeling here? Tower in reverse. So Tower is upheaval, you know, shocking, sudden things that sort of happen that shake our world upside down. And this is in reverse. So it certainly could be something in the past that's happened here that's no longer as fresh, you know, maybe the breakup, maybe the point of an incident that's happened, or I don't know. Yeah, the point of separation, or the point where the truth sort of shattered some sort of illusion here might be passing. Let's see, unless there's someone trying to hold up a tower. Yeah, the 5 swords. So there was sabotage, okay? And when we sabotage, others don't win and we don't win. So it's a no-win situation here, you know, where words, actions, intentions hurt other people. And we create sort of situations where other people have to sort of walk away and let the tower fall. So this person is holding 3 swords. And so it looks like to me with the 1 sword, that's all about truth and honesty. And then we're sitting with 2 swords, which is about indecision. And we have 2 swords on the floor, but they're not held by anyone. So I'm getting an energy. I think you just sort of gave up on this person. And maybe it was a waiting game and you weren't sure. Like, you know, you were in 2 swords here as a making of their own sabotage. You know, if this person couldn't decide or move or choose, then you're sort of sitting in this 2 swords, and that's a form of 5 swords. Because if they sit there long enough and, you know, and try to drag things out or sabotage the connection, I feel you just drop the swords because you're like, well, I know I'm worthy of something here. And sitting here in limbo is not respecting me or my time. And so I feel like this person was maybe going between not being completely honest, okay, because the sword of truth isn't straight up in the air, but kind of being honest, and sitting indecisive. And I don't know how long they were in this energy, but I feel it's caused a 5-sword situation that you walked away from, or you just no longer were playing this game. So it's either be honest and truthful with what you want and take action on the truth, but we can no longer sit here in 2 swords. And I feel like they wanted to sit 2 swords for as long as they could until the tower fell. Okay, now I still don't know if they're still in some sort of in denial energy here about this tower falling and not accepting something. Yeah, look at that. 8 of Cups. Okay, there's you. And I feel like what's happened here is you walked away and this person is stuck here, incapable of walking the other way themselves. I feel like you had enough, and this person emotionally here is coming to some sort of understanding about what's happened. And I feel like emotionally they're incapable of sort of leaving an energy of, I don't know, still this is sabotage. I feel like, are they still in this sabotage energy is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I feel like they're still not done some sort of reflection here, I feel. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Gave up. So I feel like something we constantly sort of put in energy and effort and energy and effort, at some time we're going to want to reap the harvest of our energy and our effort, right? We garden so we can see the beautiful bloom or the vegetable or the thing that we planted come to fruition, and that's the joy. If we tended to a garden that was just constantly soil, we would just stop. We would no longer tend to it, you know, because it's not producing any fruit. I feel like there was a giving up here, and I feel like the giving up was just, I can no longer sort of stick around here in a 5-sword situation. So I'm feeling this is your energy, you know, and I'm going to take whatever it is that I have still remaining and walk away from a situation. But now I'm getting still this 1 pentacle that seems to be pulling through energetically from your person, and he's coming through here. Okay, I say he, but could be she, but it's like wanting to offer something here, and I still feel it's, yeah, it's like it's still insignificant. Like if you look at this bush, okay, let's say you were putting in your energy, your effort, dedicating yourself to this person, you know, like I don't know how much time was invested here. You know, all this person was sitting 2 swords, and you're still engaged, and you're still invested, and then all these sort of pentacles are here, but you're not attaining anything. And now this person's like, okay, my Queen of Wands knows her self-worth, so I'm gonna pluck 1 pentacle from all of these pentacles that accumulated over time and come and make an offer here. But it's like, hello, like it's not balanced, and like your self-worth is like all of these pentacles plus more. But I feel like this person's like, okay, I'll give it to you, fine, I'll give it to you what you wanted. It's like, no, I don't want 1 pentacle here. Let's see, I don't know, this is weird energy. Yeah, again, look at this, you guys. 6 pentacles, equal reciprocity, balance, imbalance, because it's like, sometimes we give, sometimes we receive, and eventually energy balances out one way or another. And if we're in an energy of constantly giving and giving and giving to a situation, it's like eventually the situation is going to have to give back. And I feel like even this person right now, and the energy they're in a miserly type energy here, that they're wanting to give you a pentacle based on you giving them all these pentacles, you know. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this could be why you guys walked away. But I feel like because you walked away here, this person is now contemplating this coming forward with something that's still imbalanced. 3 cups in reverse. So 3 cups in reverse means a lot of different things. And I'm not sure what I'm picking up, but 3 cups is about reconciliation. 3 cups is also about our network of friends, our group of friends, party card. Okay, in reverse, it could be us, you know, kind of taking a relationship too lighthearted, not allowing there to be a 2 cups. You know, it could be us choosing distractions, partying, choosing to remain sort of lighthearted rather than to give. So I want to see, why is this 3 cups here in reverse, Spirit? 3 swords in reverse. So, and this heart is a bandage, which means there's been hurt here. So I feel like your person has been hurt in the past. Okay, now this doesn't necessarily have to be in another connection, intimate connection, other than trauma. Okay, trauma we experience, and so then our heart doesn't open here, and we don't know how to give love, receive love. And so I feel like this person sat apart from this hurt for quite some time. And I feel like the healing that they did here happened over time in some way, as best it could be bandaged up. But I feel like the scare of getting hurt, the scare of this happening again, because this person's been traumatized, was so great that I feel this person couldn't allow themselves to open up their heart space, to allow themselves to let you in. And so I feel like it was protecting their heart from reoccurring another pain here. And I think how this manifested was them not giving. How this manifested was them being indecisive how to show up, but not wanting to lose you, so giving you partial truths here in some way, and this manifesting in you walking away. And now this person is sitting in an energy of, let me give to my Queen of Wands something here to see if she'll come back. But I feel like this person can't even look you in the eye, because it's laughable in some sort of way that your energy was all these pentacles, and they can't look you in the eye because they're giving you like a crumb here, or planning on giving you a crumb, or maybe they are giving you crumbs if you're in minimal contact with this person. The moon. So this is all about us not seeing things clearly. It's also about fear, and I felt the fear here was preventing this person from allowing themselves to just choose this connection, allow their heart to be free to engage in a 2 cups. But I feel like 3 cups in reverse, this is like really sort of closed off energy to not allow love in, okay, out of this fear, and we're not seeing things very clear. So I feel for a lot of you guys, if you didn't walk away, this is coming through for some of you guys. If you didn't walk away, they're anticipating you're going to walk away from them because you're emotionally unsatisfied in this situation of them kind of humming and hawing, giving you partial truth, trying to keep you in 5 swords, knowing that you're eventually going to choose self because you've invested too much time and energy, and you've pulled away, or you're not investing as much or at all. And so this person's like, let me just give a breadcrumb here. Let me just kind of give my Queen of Wands, who can deserve way better than this Page of Pentacles, a show of something, because they might leave me. So let's get a deeper layer here, okay? Because I am feeling the mix. But either way, this person's energy is coming through the same. So we'll pull the deeper layer, and then we'll channel what your person is wanting to say. Just give me a second. I have to close the door because it's getting loud out there, which is interesting because I have to open the door and close the door. So it could be symbolic of, you know, this person's sort of coming and going, or you closing the door on this person, you know, like giving them a chance and them sabotaging and you having to shut them out, or that you will be shutting them out. And let's see, Spirit, what does pile number 3's person want to communicate to pile 3 right here, right now? Thank you so much. We'll pull some Lover Oracle cards as well. And I will channel what the tarot is saying, and then we will channel this person directly as them, their higher self, and what they're wanting to communicate to you right here, right now. Spirit, what is pile number 3's person wanting to communicate? 5 swords. And I don't read bottom of the deck in reverse. This is the energy your person sort of encompasses here, okay? I feel it is a wishy-washiness because it's 2 swords, but it's also half-truths. It's like, I don't want to lose my person, so I'm going to be kind of talking to them in a way here that gives them maybe false hope or some sort of iota to want to stay. That could be that pentacle, you know, this little, I don't know, whatever it is that they tell you. You know, oh, I'll change, or oh, things are different, or oh, after this, or oh, after that, or oh, because of this, and I can't right now. And so it gives this sort of hope. But meanwhile, we're sitting 2 swords and saying, well, when will you choose this? When will this things get better? Or when will, you know, you tell me here? And then we have the 9 wands in reverse. And that's that energy is getting with the 7 pentacles in reverse. The 9 wands is like you giving up, throwing in the towel. And look, there we both are. And I feel like you and your person, side by side, you know, and trying to be there for them and give to them, and knowing that they're been through some sort of challenge, okay, because this is the wounded warrior, and we see bandage here again, and you kind of being there beside your person's side and choosing to be there. And I feel like you retreated, or you're about to retreat, because you don't want to be in this sort of energy. 2 wands in reverse. This person was supposed to choose this connection, make a choice, and maybe they ran out of time or are running out of time, because I don't feel they made a choice. Again, the 2 swords, the 2 wands, a need to choose, a need to give balance. Okay, need to choose, a need to give equally. 10 pentacles in reverse. So there was no long-term vision of commitment or planning of what we can build for the future. You know, like, what's our future stability? Is this going to be long-term? What are we working towards here? Maybe there was no commitment, you know, like committing to what they could provide to you, or what this connection could mean in the future. And a Page of Pentacles in reverse, couldn't give to you. This is an unreliable sort of energy with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And it's unreliable because they can't build to something long-term, or they can't commit to something. And there's the King of Wands. So it's like you, being the Queen of Wands, need an equal partner here as a King of Wands. And I feel like you see a potential in this person of a King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And I don't necessarily know that this person wanted to step up into their full potential. And so they're sitting and humming and hawing here because of that broken heart experience that happened in the past. 10 swords. So either this resulted in an ending, or they fear it is resulting in an ending here. And now I want to see why this King Wands is here. You know, because I do feel, okay, well, we have the divine counterparts with the King and Queen of Wands, but it's like, is this person just sort of understanding they can be this, but they're choosing not to, is kind of what I see, and that's very infuriating, which is ideally what the sabotage is about. But why do we see this King of Wands here, Spirit? 6 swords. Page of Cups. This is the apology card. Opening the heart space. So, did I say 6 cups? I meant 6 swords. I'm sorry. 6 swords. Coming out of turbulent time. Coming out of 5 swords. So, I feel like what this person needs to do here, okay, there's an understanding that they need to come out of 5 swords and move into 6 swords, which is come out of this energy in order for them to encompass a King of Wands energy to meet you at your level. And so I feel like this person is at this point where they didn't choose this, or they have not yet done this to restore this balance. And so there's this ending looming, or this ending that has happened. So here we see the 2 swords again. And so they have to leave their indecision behind. And here we see Four Swords, which is all about healing. So it's like coming forward with a sense of, I can heal through this. I can work my way through this, you know? Yes, I experience a Three Swords, but I can sit with some sort of truth here so I can heal through it. And this would be a King of Wands energy, you know, someone who is brave and capable and confident to say, I can handle a Four Swords. You know, as long as I sort of keep moving to calmer water here, I don't have to sit here in a Two Swords or a Five Swords situation. So let's pull what this person wants to communicate to you. What does pile number 3's person wants to communicate right here, right now, with pile number 3? What does pile number 3's person want to communicate right here, right now, to pile number 3 from their higher self? If they were to say anything at all, what are they wanting to tell pile 3? One more. This is your card there. And we'll pull these ones I haven't used in forever. Okay. This person's a little infuriating. Okay, so we have repetitive cycles. I feel like as long as you're stuck in this dynamic of them not choosing you, it's going to be a stuck sort of energy here. Yeah, okay. And then we have childhood wounding is influencing my actions. And that was that wounded heart we saw all bandaged up. And like I said, I didn't feel like it necessarily was from another connection. It was more trauma we experience. And so our heart closes and we don't know how to love. And we fear love, and we fear being receptive to love and giving love. And it starts in childhood here, okay? So lots of trauma happening here. And look, this is the family issues here with the 10 Pentacles in reverse, and we see the child and a dog, which is all about loyalty and dedication. And so I feel like this person has a very hard time trusting, you know, even if you were loyal and dedicated to this person, which I feel you were with that 9 Wands, seeing you by their side as like this person's childhood trauma kind of got in the way. And here they are with the freaking Pentacle again. And it's like, in this depiction, it's like this little gnome too, this little guy. It's like, I don't know, it's like their little self here is like always showing up, you know? And like I said, I felt like they couldn't even look at you. It was like a child talking to like an adult figure, like, will you take this, you know, like this little crumb, or like this little offering, like here's this little pentacle I have here. That is like, I don't know, it's just completely out of balance. I wish I could turn back the clock and do things over. Yeah, and repeat the same thing, because I don't feel this person understands what they're doing wrong here. They just keep sort of doing it. That's this definition of the 5 Swords. I'm afraid for getting too serious. I was hurt before. Holy intuition on point. So what I said with that heart bandage, okay? If in reverse, it's like fearing that they'll get hurt again, you know, although I feel like the bandage is around the heart, so they've made do, but their coping mechanism was that 3 Cups, which is I don't open up again, you know, like I'm very cautious here, and I protect my inner child from getting hurt again. So I don't get too serious. Reverse 3 of Cups. Okay. Karmic connection, moving from the patterns. So we're in karmic connection with everything. Okay, with everything. And so I feel like this person's in repetitive cycles of being, patterns, until they learn the pattern that is subconsciously coming out in their relationships. Because I feel like you're not the only person here that this person has had this sort of challenge or struggle with. I have a feeling this person has 5 Swords with a lot of people in their life, or possibly past connections. Don't put up with my BS. Exactly. Don't put up with this wishy-washy crumbs. Why do I feel this way? Yeah, they haven't done the work as to see where this 5 Swords energy is coming from and why they keep repeating this. I am blocked. Yes, we see this. We definitely see this. Okay. I don't want to argue. Yeah, they'd rather just avoid. They want to don't confront them. I want you to move closer to me. So this person wants you there, wants you behind their 9 wands, wants you kind of supporting them. And this is why we see this one sword. It's like I'll tell pile 3 what they need to sort of hear so that they're still not far from me and they could still sort of support me and give to me more than what I'm capable of giving to them. But I don't know how to do anything else. Okay, so let me channel what this person is. Look at that, the devil in reverse under this page of cups. So it's like this person needs to release this repetitive cycle, these patterns, their unhealthy ways, okay, which is coddling some sort of trauma pain here in order to open up their heart space so they can forgive and allow themselves to innocently sort of love here. And I feel like this would allow them to enter into their authentic self, which is this King Wands. But there's a need to really work on releasing what's holding them back here. So, give me a second here and then I'll channel this person. I know what you're going to say, and so I don't even want to hear it. I just kind of don't even know how to talk to myself about it. So how can I even explain it to you? It's just a reactionary thing that keeps me stuck and not being able to commit to something long-term and have a vision of what I want here with you and be very open and honest about where we kind of stand and where we can take things and how I can commit and what I can give to you and what this is and what more you deserve. And although I do want to get there, the fear inside me is so great that I can't choose this. And so you've been there regardless, and you've been giving to me and helping me through this. And so the pain is so great, and this feels much better than pain. And so as you give me this, I feel energized, I feel propped up, I feel much better about myself, and I feel like I can be supported, but I don't know how to give back here, and I don't know how to overcome this, and I certainly don't want to lose you. And if you're planning on leaving me for good, and then I'll have to actually sit here with the truth, which is what's going on inside of me, and really take a look at this. But I could also just keep avoiding this forever, but I know that this would be at the expense of me being able to love again and me reconciling here with you. And if I say sorry to you, am I just going to repeat the same action again? Because I don't know that I've fully released my shadow. And so I felt like I couldn't give to you the same level of commitment, the same level of energy, the same level that you gave to me. And I know this was very unfair, and I know that I treated you in a way here that wasn't just. It wasn't fair to keep taking from you, and it wasn't fair to keep you in limbo, and it wasn't fair to be completely certain and honest about you. And it's not fair that because I've been wounded and hurt that I go on keeping you in this state. And some part of me says if I could go back and if I could just be honest with you and say, I'm hurt and I can't do this, and just not keep you in this energy, maybe that would have been better. But to actually look at my pain is something here that scares me, and I haven't been able to do this for myself. So how can I do this for you or a connection? I don't want you to give up on me. I want you to be supporting me like you have been, and stay close to me and understand this about me. But it seems like this keeps getting me into trouble, and I certainly don't want to go there. And every time this becomes visible, it's like I just don't even want to go there. I'd rather just ignore it and not to talk about it. And so I have no idea what's going on inside of me. I have no idea where this stemmed from. I have no idea where this pain is. I just know I feel instant trigger when it comes to me having to make a decision here that impacts my feelings and giving of myself showing my vulnerability and choosing vulnerability, showing my vulnerable side, because what if it ends up happening the same way it's happened in the past, and it's just a responsive sort of way that I deal with this. I don't know where it's happened. I don't know how to make it better. And so sometimes I just feel like I could say sort of something that maybe you're wanting to hear, or what I need to do in the moment just to kind of keep you there. But I know it's not self-sustaining, and I know if I hurt you again, and if I keep in this energy, like, it's going to be over between us, and I'll have nothing but to the truth here and heartache. And I know you kept trying, and I know you've given it your all, and I know you want me to be there supporting you in the same way and be the energy here that could show you this, and I don't know that I can. So pile number 3, your person has some healing to do, obvious, right? With their blocks in their heart. And I feel it starts with them having to face some sort of greater truth, which would mean you standing for your own value, what you want, not putting up with breadcrumbs or uncertainty. If this person cannot be clear with you, you have to put an end to the connection with this person so things can shift energetically. And because if we give to this person, they're going to constantly be in the state because, oh, you know, why go out for milk when you have a cow at home, kind of analogies coming through. There is no need to go do the hard work and dig through why we feel the way we feel. This person doesn't even want to see it, you know, and we might fear that if we leave this person, they just choose to not to do the hard work. And this is possible, but I feel like if this person was really connected to you at a soul level, this will trigger this person to doing the work that's needed. Although I don't know necessarily that I was seeing so much soul tie here, or if this was enough of a connection to rattle this person, or if this was just a person that is experiencing something karmic with you. You know, only you know. Page of Wands. More page energy. And this is walking away. I feel like this person needs to go do the work. And here you see this lady sort of waiting in the background. So I know you've been probably waiting, or, you know, ready to sort of throw in your swords and give up on this person. And maybe you've been waiting for them to take action or do something. And I don't feel they have. And I feel like once you pull your energy completely away, which some of you have with this 10 swords, no contact, you know, this might shake this person into this. So I do feel for this group, though. I wanted to see, like, is this person, what's this person going to do then if pile number 3 pulls out completely, or stays in sort of a no contact until this person does some sort of work here? Are they being inspired to do any work, Spirit? I mean, Wands is all about inspiration. Page of Wands takes action, but I felt that Page of Wands, it could be he's not wanting to, but he's doing it anyway because he looked very unhappy having to go explore some part of himself. And normally Page of Wands is very excitable energy, and this Page of Wands, it didn't look like that, but the Page of Wands is the baby version of this King of Wands. So it is depicting your person symbolically here. So is this person going to want to make this change here? Strength in reverse. Like, this person doesn't have the courage. More fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They're held back. And they need the courage and the strength. Lots of anxiety getting the better of them. The Devil in reverse, the 9 swords in reverse, like, have to come out of sort of devilish thoughts. Mental prisons, that's keeping them stuck in nightmares. And this 3 cups energy. So this is reconciliation. And what I feel what Spirit is showing to us is this person will come forever trying to reconcile with you. Repeating cycles. Will you reconcile with me? I'm just going to hold back. I haven't done the work because there's too much anxiety. Will you reconcile with me? I'm just going to hold back because, and this will repeat until we show courage and strength and say, you know what? I deserve a 2 cups. And I deserve a sort of a clear answer in regards to a 10 pentacles or what you want for the long term here. And move out of any sort of light-hearted energies here. Because I feel like it could be them starting off as a 3 cups, which is, you know, we reconcile, we're happy, we celebrate, it's sort of light. The minute it starts getting deep, they start to hold back again, okay? And then we go back to this 3 cups, which is complete closing of the heart space. And then again, we do 3 cups, which is a little lighter. It's more like everyone's happy to be together and we reconciled, and that's the little crumb. That's the little pentacle they come forward with. Do you want to reconcile here? I'll give you an iota of truth. And then the minute you have buy-in, you're back at the 2 swords, and I'm back at holding myself back because I have to slay the dragon with the actual truth. And I'm not there yet. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to pull some music cards. Okay, lyrics from these songs that is going to come through as your person sort of communicating to you through this music. These lyrics, so you can look up the lyrics of these songs. And we'll pull one from this pack. And I do feel 2 and 1 from this. Okay, so you know what? I'm feeling, I think we're going to pull one more of these. Spirit is coming through with the songs here for sure. Like, what is going on? Okay. We have Lady. Lady River Band. I love you best. You're not like the rest. Okay, well, you're certainly not like the rest because you've been giving to this person unconditionally, like, to the end of time here. Mariah Carey, we belong together. I didn't mean it when I said I didn't love you, so I should have held on tight. I never should have let you go. I didn't know nothing. I was stupid. I was foolish. I was lying to myself. And that's the 5 swords. I could not fathom that I would ever be without your love. Never imagined I'd be sitting here beside myself. So some of you guys have already left. And they're reflecting on the support you gave to them and sitting there by themselves. Wind of change, Scorpions. This is all about change, okay? The wind of change. You have to make massive change in their world. I'll be your mirror by Velvet Underground. When you think the night has seen your mind, that inside you're twisted and unkind, let me stand to show that you are blind. Please put down your hands because I see you. I feel that's your energy to your person. Okay, you're acting like a mirror to this person to see the twisted ways of them, you know, and when they're unkind, it's like they can see their 5 swords. And I don't know that it's enough to make the change here. I feel like your person is severely blocked, okay? But the only way we can shift anything, if anything is going to change, is us stand in our power. You know, us have the courage to walk away. And if something ended, I feel you need to stick by your truth. Come hell or high water, okay? Have the courage to stick to your truth, which is, unless I get an honest, clear truth, commitment, whatever it is you want, a long-term vision, whatever it is that they're uncertain about, whatever they couldn't tell you or give to you or share with you, you hang on to that until they're able to, if you want. Otherwise, no thank you, because you'll keep repeating their cycle and keeping this wound alive because there's no need to do this work. Okay? So that's all I have. Pile number 3. I hope this helped. I love you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, my beautiful, gorgeous pile number 4. Last pile. We're looking at the person on your mind and what it is that this person is wanting to communicate to you, because this is a period of no contact or minimal contact with this person. And so they have something to say to you that they feel they can't connect with you or tell you right here, right now, because there is no contact. So let's see what this person wants to say. And what's interesting is I pulled these cards, and these are my very, very, very first cards I ever got. Okay, I was maybe 14. So that's a very long time. And I was drinking my iced tea, and I spilt on one of these cards, and I've never spilt anything on any of my cards. So it's ironic that my very first pack of cards I spill on my 8 of Swords. So 8 of Swords was coming through, which is all about a limited mind and a limited sort of belief we have that keeps us sort of stuck. Okay, so what we're looking at is what this person's wanting to tell you, and I will be channeling this person directly. But first we'll lay the tarot to see what sort of is going on in this connection in regards to what they want to say or anything that comes through that Spirit wants to share with you. Now, sometimes we tap into our own energy, okay, because it is the strongest energy that in our field, our own. And if that's the case, then you can listen to what you want to say to your person, which comes through as the high self. Okay, or you can go check out another pile to see if your person is there. And sometimes we also get someone we're not wanting to hear from. And if their energy is very strong in our energy field, then they pull through. Okay, so I cannot help who comes through here, but we will ask for it to be the person on your mind, the person you are in no contact with or minimal to limited contact. And we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 4. And what is it that this person is wanting to communicate? Wow, I do feel we need these. Let's slide this over. Those are together. And 3 of Wands, and I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. 3 Wands, expansion, wanting to move forward, wanting to have growth. And we have the 8 of Cups, an inability to leave an emotionally dissatisfying situation where it's time to walk away, it's time to go review what we want, but we might be sticking around, which might be at the expense of us having growth and expansion and moving towards something that is aligned with us. So I feel like this Page of Wands is all about exploring. Okay, this Page of Wands is totally tied to this 3 Wands because he sets out on an adventure here. Pages are all about communication. And so we see this Page of Wands and it's right by this tower. So it's like the intention and the desire to explore here and move forward into the unknown in some way to see what's out there. It could be stunted by something here that's keeping them afraid of a massive sort of upheaval in their life. So they could be stuck to something here. Let's see. King of Wands in reverse. So this is us not having maybe the confidence, you know, like the thinking we don't have the ability to make something happen. So we don't take that step. And it's like, I have the desire, but I'm not sure that I'm experienced or confident enough to know how to navigate to what I have to do here. Because I know if I do move forward, it would require me dealing with a tower, which I'd have to deal with. And right now I'm kind of stuck. So how do I deal with this? And so 8 Swords is coming through from the beginning of the reading, like I said, where this is all a limitation of the mind. You know, we believe we don't have the ability or the confidence to make something happen here. So let's see. So it's the 7 Pentacles in reverse, which is I gave up before I even got started. So I'm looking at sort of what could transpire here as all hell sort of breaking loose. So it's like, I don't know if this person feels like if they were to do something to choose this connection or to move forward, there'd be some significant thing that would have to take place or happen that they would have to walk away from, that maybe they're not prepared to because they wouldn't know how to deal with the falling of the false or the tower. There's that 8 Swords. Did I say 8 Wands? I meant 8 Swords if I said 8 Wands. Look, see, I spilled something on it. Or the iced tea. Anyway, makes me sad. All right, so what do we have? We have the 7 Wands. So 7 Pentacles, 7 Wands in reverse. And this is the same sort of energy. It's like, gave up before we got started. You know, is it even worth the effort here? I don't know. Like, and this is us putting down our wands. Like, we don't think we can stand a fight. We don't think we have a fighting chance. We're limited by our thoughts. We're held back by what we believe. I'm not good enough. I'm not capable. I don't have this, that, or the other, or there's too many restriction, or I'd need this or that, or, you know, there's a mental sort of image of what would happen. So we might be focused on this being the limitation. It's like, yeah, but how do I deal with this? Therefore, I will stay here, and I'll stay here unhappy because how do I deal with this? I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Ace of Swords. So I sit in an untruth. I sit in some sort of denial here, which is, instead of looking at the truth and saying, I know that tower situations could be quite scary, but the truth of the matter is I have to face towers in my life in order to have expansion and growth. If I keep staying stuck in situations that are emotionally unhappy for me because I want to prevent a tower, this is a lie. This just keeps me stuck. And so I'm limiting myself. But I'm staying here in some sort of give up energy because I believe that I'm not capable or understand how to do this, but I want to. Okay, and then we have the Empress. So it's your energy coming through. Divine Empress energy, okay? Feminine energy. Unconditional love, abundance. Knows her self-worth, her values. I feel like they see you, someone here is unconditionally loving. And for some of you guys, this person could certainly be in another connection. Okay, I don't see 3 cups here, but I feel like this would be the tower. You know, like, how would the mother of my children take this? Or how would my family take this? You know, something that's connecting, and third party could just mean another person, like a feminine in their life that might have quite control over them. You know, a mother, a sister, the mother of their child, the person that they're with, maybe someone they're still married to, or some other person. Okay, but I do feel this person sees you as the Empress, but it's like, do I stay with the false Empress and tell myself that that's where I need to belong at the expense of my own sort of happiness and growth? Justice, yeah, it's like, again, this the marriage, right? And so I was getting sort of a third party sort of energy, like I don't know, a wife, someone they have another commitment to, a contractual obligation, you know, paying child support to the mother of my child, or, and so I feel like with the Justice in reverse, it's like, so I'm not doing the just thing here for everyone. And the just thing for everyone would be to act in an honorable way, to still go towards what it is that's going to make me happy, and still be able to provide whatever sort of support I need to, or deal with the obligation that I might have, I don't know, like, had in play here in an honorable way, and face this tower and let the false fall away rather than hang on to this falsity. Yeah, so I'm 7 swords. I'm 7 swords. I'm not being honest, you know, with myself, nor with the situation around me. So I'm not telling the Empress that I actually love and desire, you know, some greater truth here, because the fear is getting in my way, my limitation, and that I have this other obligation, and that I'm also lying in this obligation because I feel like I have to maintain some sort of justice here, although it's false justice, because it's not coming from a place here that's actually the best thing for everyone. And so my belief keeps me stuck here. And so I give up on self, I give up on my situations, just preventing a tower. I feel this person is really scared of towers. Okay, and I mean, towers could be scary, but that's all how we grow. So I'm going to do another layer on this person. And from that layer, we will pick up what they're wanting to say to you. And we'll also pull some Lover Oracle cards as well. And I'll channel this person directly. So let's see. What is this person wanting to say to pile number 4? Right here, right now, from their high self. And what is pile number 4's person wanting to say to pile number 4? I'm surprised we didn't see Strength in reverse. There's the big old tower your person's afraid of. Fool in reverse, afraid of taking risks. Strength in reverse, which is exactly what I was saying. Okay, so intuition just on point today, you guys. Thank you, Spirit. I won't take credit. Linda, your head's too big. Okay. Tower. Why is this tower here? This person has a lot. And all these cards, like, seriously, you guys, you have so many tarot cards where it's like, I feel this person is like this. It's like, you know, when you are talking to a friend or someone here who wants to do something really badly, and then they tell you they do, but they can't because of whatever, and then you find an answer or solution to that, and they're like, yeah, but then I can't because of that, and they're like, you find an answer for that, they're like, yeah, but then this, and then you give them an answer, and they're like, yeah, but then and then that. So I feel like this person is like they want to, but then they're like, but then this and then that, and there's like so many reasons and excuses. But the truth of the matter is, all of the answers could come to them, but the core is that this person lacks the courage to deal with the tower. And the tower is things in our life that need to fall away. And so we need to confront and face these demons, these people, these situations in order to break free and sort of go on an adventure. And I feel like this person's choosing the unhappiness of the devil they know rather than what they don't know. Because it's like, if I risk anything here, I don't know exactly, I don't know exactly like what this tower would unfold to, and it could be the worst thing ever. And I don't know for certain that if I go down the path with pile number 4, where that's really going to lead. So it's like, I stay in this like not wanting to face my greatest fear, which is this tower. 8 swords again. Yeah. Like I said, iced tea spilt on it for a reason. 8 swords. It's our own limiting thoughts. Our own fear gets in the way, and we tell ourselves we cannot expand, we cannot do this and that because of all of these reasons. Because of this, because of that. That will happen. If this happened, then that happened. And everything keeps me stuck in place. Death in reverse. Something that needs to fall away. It's outserved its welcome. And we're still here trying to coddle something here that needs to fall away to make space for the new. Major, 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 major. The universe is saying, hey, pile force person, like something's ended here. You have to learn to release it. It's no longer truthful. It's no longer constructive to you. It's now shattering sort of your world here, and you need to confront this. And so we're hanging on by a thread, because we're too fearful to take a risk or to move forward and explore something new and have expansion. We're too fearful and too stuck and too much in our mind and our beliefs to believe that we have the confidence and the strength to make change here. Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. 10 Pentacles. So they have an established thing, an established family situation, something they've built over time. And it's like, how do I release something I've built over time here and accept a massive transformation here? It's like we start to identify as the world that we built. And we start to project like that's our future, but that was my future and that was what I envisioned. And so we become a part of this thing that, the universe is saying like we might have attached ourselves to some sort of long-term thing that is now outstayed its welcome. And it's no longer making this person happy. But this person lacks sort of the strength here to make the changes required here, because I feel like they're looking at what they fear losing rather than what they could attain, because there's no sort of certainty in the future here if they leap. So it's like choosing again the devil we know, even though the devil they know here is not comfortable at all, and it's going to get hotter and hotter. And like the universe is going to zap them out of here. Chariot, universe saying, let's move. If we move, we have success. If we stay, we get struck by lightning. So the universe is wanting to work with this person, integrating shadow sides of self, which is our beliefs and our, that's stemmed from subconscious sort of beliefs that we have in self, and thinking we're not confident enough with that King of Wands in reverse. Was it the King of Wands in reverse? Yes, King of Wands in reverse, strength in reverse. It's like I'm not good enough, confident enough, or have the ability enough to accomplish something or make something happen here for whatever reason. And the universe is saying, to this person, like we need to integrate these beliefs into transmuting it into energy that it will allow you to work with the universe to move forward. You can no longer stay here. Essentially, the universe is going to pick this person up and make them move if they don't move. Like things are going to start collapsing here. Okay, and that's what the universe does. And when we stay too complacent in some energy here where there's death, where there needs to be transformation, it can only stay there long enough, outstay its welcome before it starts to really collapse and fall on us. So the sun in reverse, eventually they will see the light and get clarity. Sun is very positive card. In the reverse, it's us needing to deal with our ego, which is the shadow self. Okay, ego card in reverse. And so we don't get clear on our path. We can't see the success we can have because we're playing it too safe. And the Hierophant in reverse. This is, again, the family, that commitment. But it's like, when it's in reverse, it's like so much committed to that tradition or that belief come hell or high water, where everything that makes sense just, we don't see it anymore. It's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You know, we just are so fixated on the commitment we had, the value that we believed at one point, that it's like, if every sign is pointing against it, we don't want to believe it. And so we become very fixated on that lifestyle and that belief and that tradition and that way of living, to the expense of everything else falling apart. And so I feel like this person wasn't wanting to commit to you, or wasn't wanting to commit to a situation, and making all sorts of excuses why they could not, you know, and why they're dedicating themselves to a situation that's falling apart. And I don't feel like they wanted to lie to you. I feel like they're just lying to themselves. So, yeah, this, again, 7 Pentacles in reverse. So don't even bother, like, trying to make the change here that's going to, you know, get them at least on the path of the Fool here. It's like stopping before they've even got their Fool in reverse. Stopping before we've even got started because we believe we cannot, so we don't even try. Believing nothing's going to happen anyway, so I don't even do it. Like, I can't pull this off. I don't have the courage to do this. I don't have the ability to understand how to navigate this. I don't see the way. I don't see the light. So I'll just stick to the things that aren't working in my life, because at one point it did. Okay, so let's see. What is this person wanting to communicate to pile number 4, Spirit? What is pile number 4's person wanting to communicate to pile 4 right here, right now? I am working on myself each day so I can come back to you. So this is that whole excuse thing. Okay, every day it's like, this day there's that excuse, this day there's this other excuse, and it's like their intention's there, because I do feel they want to have movement with you. Like, if they were to choose, that's what they want. However, this tower is getting in their way and it's fearing them. I'm lost. I don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. And don't forget about me. I haven't forgotten about you. So yeah, big fear about you, saying, you know what, screw this person. This person's stuck or not making the action or choices they're needing to make. And so they fear that you're just going to move on and give up on them, you know. It's like they feel like more time, and that they're just going to sort of, I don't know, like not have to do it themselves. Meanwhile, when the universe comes, the universe just makes it harder and harder. Like, this person is still going to have to find the courage within them. And this tower situation is just going to get so intense that they have to then find a way to make it happen, rather than pushing off this, I don't know how. Every day I'm kind of waiting here to make myself better. I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. So I don't think this person wants to be in the energy that they're in. How could you ever forgive the mess I've made? I feel like this person is going to come to a point where, you know, they're choosing something here long enough that proof is in the pudding. You know, and that will be a mess that they won't be able to undo, because you're not going to be here waiting around for this person forever. I'll come back for you. Look at that. Come back to you. It's like, yeah, it's like this person thinks, just kind of let me deal with this thing here, and then I'm going to come find you, or I'm going to make things right with you. I'm battling inner demons. Yes, they certainly are. And these inner demons are these beliefs, this subconscious prison, this idea that we cannot have what we want because we're at the mercy of our external world rather than the creator. I do feel like it's this one. I feel one more, since these came out all in a big bundle, and I saw this one reveal itself. So, okay, those two. All right, so let's move this over. I'll channel your person directly. We have, I am still learning how to love. So I feel like this is about learning how to love self, like actually choose self rather than martyr themselves to a situation. I need to be honest with you. I feel this person certainly needs to be honest with themselves, which I feel like is this person making all of these reasons and excuses. And the real truth is something that they haven't really communicated, which is them needing to find some sort of strength to deal with this tower. Please don't move on without me. Yeah, that's the fear. You're going to move on because I'm taking too long. So let me channel this person directly. I'm in a situation here where I fear that if I do make a change in my life, it's going to be quite significant, where I don't know how to handle it. I've never gone through this. It's going to request or require a lot from me that I'm not ready or prepared to deal with. And so I avoid this. And I avoid this by thinking of all the things that could go wrong and that have gone wrong and that I should be. And, you know, and I sometimes draw back to the commitments I made here at an earlier stage where things were different. And now, even though I don't see those things in play, I know that a part of me, you know, is committed to that. Although it seems very twisted here because things and circumstances are completely different. And so my happiness is gone. And I just feel like I committed and built this idea of what I wanted and who I was at that time. And it was sturdy and strong. And it's not serving me anymore. I know that there's something better here for me with you, and I know that you're out there, and it bothers me knowing that I'm not taking action. So I feel really stuck, and I don't want you to move forward. And I feel like once I can do this and actually break free from this and make the change I need, I'm gonna come straight to you. I'm gonna come straight to you because I feel like by then I'll be free and I won't burden you with all of this stuff that is really weighing me down. I don't know how to tell you this because I feel like there's so much more here that I don't have answers to. And so if I start to open up to you and explain to you that what I truly want, you're going to ask me how and when and why, and I don't know any of these answers. So the honest truth here is that I'm incapable of making any change right now, you know, and I feel like every day it becomes harder and harder here. So I'm going to have to face some sort of truth, and whether I know how to do it or not, I guess I'm just going to have to jump into it. But until I get to put sort of my feet to the fire, I kind of maintain this same energy, and I'm not happy. You know, and I know right now in this energy, like, you don't deserve a coward here who isn't ready to fight and stand and take a chance and be confident in their actions and go after you and do what feels right. And I'm in this opposite sort of energy here because I just feel like I don't know how, and it's like taking the wind out of my sails. And so I feel even less capable and less desiring to do anything, and just sort of surrender to not doing anything at all and keeping the same old. And so I can see that you'd be my happiness, and I could see that there could be some shared energy between us in the future. I see it as something that I can't get to, how I would get to that or understand how I'd get there. Like, I don't see a way. Like, I'm really lost here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And because of this immobilizing sort of fear of not knowing, it kind of keeps me really stuck and held back and not able to come forward to you. So I know I need to deal with this, and I'm stuck here too. And it's like I'll feel like I'll make some progress, and then all these things start to come to me again, like why I can't, or why it won't work, or what will happen. And then I get really stuck in that thought, and I don't act, and I just sort of give up on myself. But I know that things in my life are not the same as they used to be, and I don't feel the same way, and they've ended a long time ago. So now the physical world here is just me upkeeping some sort of illusion, me upkeeping these things that need to fall away. And you know, and in the back of my mind I keep thinking, like, you're just gonna move on then and not wait for me. And I'm just hoping when I'm done here that you'd be free and available to me. It just seems like it's such a big conflict that I can't overcome. And I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And this discourages me from even trying. Pile 1. It's interesting because, or pile 1, oh my goodness, maybe there's a connection. Pile 4. My voice even went lower than how I normally talk, and I felt a little bit not as confident in my statements. And normally I speak with a lot of conviction, right? This person lacked conviction and lacks confidence, had a very sort of soft voice, is very uncertain, is kind of lost here. I feel like their set of circumstances here is kind of a big deal to them, you know? It's like we just find out that, I don't know, we have to turn our whole world that we've built for many, many, many years on its side. And for a lot of people, this is a big, big, big thing that takes many, many, many years, you know? And sometimes we just martyr ourselves to unhappy situations. And I feel that's what this person is doing, you know, but making all sorts of reasons why they cannot and why they are unable or incapable or don't have the ability to. And I don't know, it's like committing to some thing here. So yeah, let's pull some lyric songs here for you as we did with the others. Okay, so this is a song, and you can look it up lyrically of what your person is kind of wanting to communicate to you with this connection that comes through the lyrics of the song. Spirits, clear and concise message. What song is pile 4's person wanting to deliver here energetically? So we have Red Light, David Nail. So this is how it ends. This is where it all goes down. This is what I don't love you feels like. I feel like this person feels like their inability to be there and show you is making you not want to wait forever for this person. And so they feel like them coming back for you is better than them sort of talking to you. And I feel like they don't see the way of how to get to you. So this, I need to be honest with you. It's like this person doesn't even communicate with you this struggle, you know, because if they communicate to you the struggle, it's like they'd have to be honest with you and they'd have to sort of see how to get to you. So they'd rather just pretend it doesn't sort of exist here. You know, that there is no sort of love happening here just yet, and then come and say, here I am, and let's make things work now. Like, but I feel like you can energetically already feel this person loves you, and that this makes it almost worse rather than you kind of working with this person throughout this challenge. Beyonce featuring Shakira with Beautiful Liar. He said, I'm worth it. His one desire. I know things about him you wouldn't want to read about. He kissed me. His one and only. Yes, beautiful liar. Tell me how you tolerate the things you just found out about. You'll never know. Why are we the ones who suffer? I have to let go. He won't be the one to cry. So this is giving me third party still. And someone just, you know, being sort of in an unhappy sort of situation here and suffering energetically in a situation or in some connection here, tolerating their life rather than going after what they want. And another energy here, potentially not waiting around here, suffering here, you know, feeling unloved. So that's what I have. Pile number 4. I hope this helped you guys. I love doing your readings, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.